Right, it's Dan from the Mike James Rock Show, and I have festival favourites Normandie with me.
Festival favourite Mike James?
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm Dan. He's the one behind there is the one Mike James. Everybody.
Yeah, but it's the Mike James Rock Show, yeah?
Right.
Oh, the man behind the camera is the one running all the shit. Yeah.
That's why. Anyway,
Yeah.
you guys are at 2,000 trees. So am I. Otherwise, this would be
Finally.
difficult.
Yeah.
First time here, I'm guessing, from that comment.
Oh yeah. Is this the new festival area? Because they switched a couple years ago, right?
Yes.
So okay, cool. Was it better before or after? I'm going to interview now.
I've only been here for last year and this year. So
okay, so you don't know
only the
about
new
that.
site. Only the new site.
No, but we're loving it so far. We walked around. We had a good lunch. Sat down. We actually saw ground culture destroy the cave.
Nice.
Which was really sick. I had a piece of production on their new album that's coming out soon. So
nice.
A little shout out to them. No, it's been really, really good so far.
And I'm guessing from that you haven't played yet, because
We're playing tomorrow at 2, so we're actually only doing press today, which is amazing.
I think it works though.
It works.
You guys
really
are
well.
Chilled. You don't have to worry about playing on the same day as talking loads.
We're not nervous. We're not sweaty. So
at least somebody in this interview isn't nervous and sweaty.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys are currently sort of in between albums. Which I understand means that you've released a cover today.
Yeah.
But I don't know more than the fact that you've released a cover today, because the signal is spotty here. So
it was a kind of a surprise. Yeah. We didn't tell anybody except for the team that we work with.
Amazing.
And, so we chose to do a cover of Zara Larsson. So the thing is, we felt like we released a reimagined version of White Flag in like February or something, March, April, and then it felt like we want to do something more whilst we're still in the studio, because we're writing the new album right now.
Okay.
We're like 20 demos in 8 solid cuts. Ooh. So we just felt like we want to preview not the new sound, but the sound we're going for. So we want to preview that with a cover.
Because you guys have changed quite a bit in between writings. Is this an intentional change in the new direction, or just something that's come out whilst you've been like writing? Do you keep yourself doing something different?
We have a habit of, like, as soon as the album is out, we scrap the whole production and start over again. Like, delete all the presets, delete all the cabinet, everything like that. I mean, like, you got new endorsement on cymbals and stuff, so
new sounds everywhere.
Just switch everything up and then start from scratch with the same core of Normandie, but with new sounds and new ideas, basically. Because otherwise you'll get stuck in the habit of just preset vocal stuff and like preset guitar sounds or whatever.
We call it painting by numbers.
Painting by numbers. Yeah. Finally, that quote gets an explanation, I guess, for me. Yeah.
So I forgot what I was going to say next. You guys are writing. We are talking about writing. I'm trying to avoid, because before the interview, he told me off for bringing up the metalcore EP every time, and I am trying to convince you guys in this interview now to throw a metalcore in as a deep cut. But you did indicate that's probably unlikely to happen, and you may hit me with a microphone.
On an album, yeah, that's not going to happen, I think.
But you said you had a reasonably exciting idea surrounding the roots of Normandie. Because it's one of the reasons I do like you guys so much, is because if you can write different styles, why not?
Yeah, like if you've ever seen Normandie live, you know that I scream way more live than I do on the records. Like every single song has a or two screams in it, like belts or growls or whatever. And I think that's one of the most exciting things about doing it live, because coming from a metalcore background, people expect us to be different now, but we're not really that different. The only difference is we don't do it on the record, because we don't want to be that band, but we can be that band, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we like to just chime it off once every single song, that we're coming from a heavy background, and it makes the set more fun, I guess.
But we saw you at Reading, it was, I think, the last time.
Yeah, Reading Festival, yes.
And the way that you guys do the set as well, and I think you do quite well, because there's vocal rests in it.
Exactly.
The thing with changing your style is it does get a bit demanding after a while, because on Ingas, you sustain was the thing.
Yeah.
And you do some big notes on that one. And then on White Flag, there's a lot more high. Sorry, I like vocals. And there's a lot more high stuff in that one. Do you find that you sometimes design a set to give yourself a chance of getting through it? Because you're about the only person that has to worry about.
All the time. Like now, we're on a headline run, surrounding this festival. But yesterday we did a support gig for Hands Like Houses because we're good friends. We toured with them before, and so we just talked to each other like, oh, we're gonna clash. Let's do it together then. So we did a gig yesterday in Bournemouth, and they let us do a 45-minute set, which is quite unusual for opening or for supporting acts. So we squeezed in 11 tracks in 45 minutes, just because it felt like it was the right thing to do on the headline tour.
Yeah.
So you really got to think about where you put the tracks and the momentum of the whole set list combined with how I'm gonna pursue the vocal side of it.
Yeah.
But I think the more we tour, the more easy it becomes to find vocal rests and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that it's an issue at all right now at this point. So it's not like we're pursuing, like we're going to an album and we're like, oh, we're gonna write this song. Who's gonna fit in this in this spot on the live concert and whatever.
After you've released an album, we're trying to work out.
As long as we can play every single track live and pull it off, then we're gonna write it. We don't want to be one of those bands who writes songs and then can't perform it live. It's just I've grown up on that stuff. It's just
also you don't want to, like, what you guys have managed to avoid as well is instead of releasing about 3 or 4 albums of a similar style, then wanting to explore what you guys can write sort of otherwise.
Yeah.
Doing it from the start, it means that people are going to expect that the next album is going to be different.
Yeah.
And you're not in a closed box then. And
no,
even
not at all.
Like shall we say, the money men behind the scenes, if you do it on every album where there's a progression and you do a different sound, again, you're not going to be expected to release another metalcore album or something like that. It's one of the reasons I like you. So,
thank you. Yeah, that's good.
I got to be complimentary at some point.
Exactly.
You'll think I just like giving you a hassle in interviews, but I find your band quite interesting.
Thank you.
The reasons that you do things, which is why we have quite similar conversations. Because done quite a few.
I enjoy it all the time. So it was Download the first time, I think, and then like Reading and Leeds. Oh, Reading only maybe.
Reading, yeah.
Yeah. And now we're here at Trees.
Yeah. We're going to tick off another one next year, probably.
Hopefully, yeah. We have our fingers crossed to keep on doing new festivals, so like Slam Dunk or Glastonbury would be sweet. Shout out to any bookers out there. I'm just kidding. Already in the plans. Let's go.
Fantastic. Well, I shall leave it there and make it seem like that's already booked.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway, thank you for taking a couple of minutes.
Yeah, of course, man.
Cheers. From the Mike James Rock Show. Thank you for watching my interview with Normandie. I'm not sure why they keep putting up with me, but it's always a good chat. If you want to see the next time we speak to them, it's like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Thank you very much.
See you, guys.